a commentary over my League of Legends game from the other night. I think this was actually on Christmas. And I I was playing this game offline with a friend. We are kind of just messing around. Um, it's a really good game. So I thought it'd be a fun one to do a commentary over. So I am playing Viego jungle. We are versus a we are versus a Cho'Gath. We are versus a Wukong in the jungle. Orianna, Misfortune, and Nautilus. I never know how these camera things work, so bear with me. We are getting ganked early, unfortunately, and we did lose first blood here. I don't know why I decided to turn around here and go back in, taking more damage. I think my thought process was to turn around and do the lifesteal on the Orianna, but I realized that it wasn't a good idea. However, I do decidedly walk back in and die. So for whatever reason that happens, we do lose first blood. Second blood, we do get Ezreal kill. However, we have to start topside. And Ezreal dies as well. So unfortunately, we start down 3-1. And two of the kills are on Nautilus. One of the kills is on Orianna, I believe. I'm not quite sure how to check that. The scoreboard. Um, Let me see if I can find it. Scoreboard. Ha! Such a smart man. And I think I could turn off the time controls. Voila. Ha! I'm learning. Yes, so one kill on Wukong, not Orianna, thankfully. Two kills one onto Nautilus. So he gets an early buy with the ruby crystal and the cloth. And I'm starting my clear top to bottom, which honestly on Viego is not the worst thing ever. Viego doesn't use mana, which means blue buff is practically useless on him, other than the fact it gets him a level up. So starting bottom side wasn't even the smartest idea. I don't really understand why I started bottom side. And looking back, I do remember thinking to myself, "Oh, this is better that I started top side." Right now, I'm just clearing down. Um, Usual Viego combo. His Q is Blade of the Ruin King. It does a stab. You restore a little bit of the damage after you use it. I also skip my blue here. I'll go over the rest of the abilities in a second. I skip my blue here so the timing on the camps coming up is a little bit better. Um, all of them will come up around the same time rather than having to wait on your Gromp to come back up. Because if I were to go blue, all my Krugs and my chickens and everything else would have come back up except for my Gromp. So that's part of the reason why I skipped the blue. Here I'm just going to look for a gank. So again, my Q just stabs, and if I auto attack afterwards, it pulls out a little bit of life. Um, I'll let y'all watch the gank. Get a kill here. I take over Nautilus's form, hoping I can get a hook on to the Misfortune. That does not happen. That's alright. I head up the Scuttle Crab afterwards. His passive, this is the fun thing about Viego, his passive is I can take over the souls of enemy champions that I damage or kill. So just like I did with that Nautilus, I took over his soul, I used his abilities, I try to get a gank here, I unfortunately miss my Flash W combo, did not get out Orianna Flash or anything else, is what it is. And I'm just going to back here now that I've cleared and looked for a gank or two. My W is a little dash forward, and it hurls his mist, and if I hit, it does a stun, and it also has the ability to pull his life, so I can pull his life out on that as well, which does a little bit extra damage. Your E is I'm gonna keep doing that by accident probably. Your E is you send forth a specter to haunt the terrain. So basically, this little mist right here that I just threw out, that is your E. It gives you increased movement speed, attack speed, and camouflage. Obviously, the camouflage disappears when I use an ability and auto attack, but it's very helpful clearing, very helpful when you gank. And finally, your ultimate is Heartbreaker. Basically, you disregard your soul, you throw yourself at somebody. If you land on somebody, you slow them and you deal a lot of damage. Like it does an AoE damage. It's very good when you execute somebody, because then you can just jump right into their body using your passive, which you will see later on. And it can also be used to get out of your passive once that time comes. Right now, unfortunately, all of my lanes are losing, except for top. Top's pretty even, except for farm. Um, Mid is down 2 kills. Bot is bot is fairly even, except for Nautilus is up. He's gonna be tanky, which is not the end of the world. But Ezreal's definitely down a lot of farm, down about a wave and a half. Um, so I look for a gank up here as I mess up the camera. Cho'Gath gets a kill. To my knowledge, yep. I don't get him here. But I get him here for whatever reason he turns around. If we look at Cho'Gath's build, it's a little interesting. He went Doran's Ring, which is not the end of the world, but he's going Aether Wisp, which is definitely weird. It does we don't really not really sure what he's trying to build here. Well, obviously I do, but I didn't know at the time. It's definitely an interesting ability, but we got another kill. We're getting more fed. We're getting some items under our belt, which is good. Walk through mid just to put a little pressure on the Orianna so she's not just completely pushing our Ari all the time. Relieve a little bit of pressure for our Ari. Viego is one of those champions where you have to really know how other champions work due to your passive. So obviously the passive, which I was discussing earlier, it talks about, or you take other people's lives and their souls, and if you don't understand how other champions work, you can't use it. So when you take over their champion, you get access to their main 3 abilities, their Q, their E, and their W. Obviously, you still have your ult, but you take over there. So if you don't understand how other champions work, it's hard for you to. It'll be hard for you to play him. Here, I'm looking for my team. I think I pinged a couple times for my team to move up. They did not. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything there. And as I walk away from mid, after just helping her out, relieving some pressure, our Ari still dies. So I decide to make my way back up here, see if I can find anything. Find some damage, get the flash. There's my ult. Good little combo. And I've taken over Orianna. So now I have access to her abilities. Right now, there's not really anything for me to do. I just saw topside Wukong. Over here, I see Wukong and Cho'Gath are messing with my Gwen. My Gwen is already down 30 CS and a kill. So I'm going to do everything I can to help her out. I come up here, try to push the Cho'Gath out. Cho'Gath does more damage than I thought. He sells his ultimate, so he just executes me with his ultimate. Our Gwen is basically useless. So we just gave Cho'Gath a double kill, unfortunately. Again, our lanes aren't looking too bad. They're not looking great, but our Ezreal stabilized on the bottom, which is good. And our Ari still continues to die in mid lane, unfortunately. At this point, I'm realizing this game's an uphill battle. It's at 11-4. They have about a 4,000, 3,500 gold lead at 10 minutes, which is a lot of gold. But I now have my first item. I have Kraken, which is always really good to have. Feels very good on a lot of AD heroes. so that should help a lot. As I was talking about earlier, Cho'Gath was building something weird. This is where I realized he's building Shurelya's. And I don't think I pinged it yet, but at some point I noticed that he's built. Yep, I noticed that he's building Shurelya's, and I start to ping that a little bit to make it known that he's not building the super ideal build. He'll have a lot of movement speed, yes, and he'll be able to catch up, which is something Cho'Gath struggles with. But it also doesn't help him out with damage as much as um, other builds would, full AP build or a tank build. So here I see the bot getting pushed up, and I think it's probably a good time to go gank, considering my bot lane was getting pushed in. I go for the misfortune there, and I get pinged by our Ezreal. The reason I didn't go for our Nautilus is I knew Nautilus could probably tank a lot of what I was gonna we were gonna throw at him. I had no other way to lock him down other than just me. I don't think our Senna was quite close enough, so it turned into a non-successful gank, unfortunately. That's alright. The reason I didn't start dragging is because I saw Wukong crossing mid, and I didn't want to start dragging with him right here on me. And I think I get a little bit of called out here. I see the Wukong and I walk up trying to zone him, but there's only so much I can do, and I get his flash at least. Again, unfortunately, I got called out there. That is on me. I'm still arguably winning jungle by a little bit, but there's only so much. That was a good buffer by Ezreal. There's only so much I can do. My friend Quinn is playing Senna on the bot lane, so I'm trying to keep him, trying to tell him to just to stabilize the bot lane as much as we can. Just look at top lane. That's the wave. That's our Gwen. Again, this is just the Shurelya's. This Cho'Gath has Shurelya's and Wing Moonbite. That is about it. There's no reason our Gwen should be getting pushed off like she is. So I come up here, help her out, so she can catch as much as the wave as she can. I am not as tanky and as strong as I thought I was here, but I also expected my Gwen to come a little bit faster than this. Leads to another very unfortunate death. Cho'Gath does not die. He now has a 275 gold bounty. Nautilus is roamed up, which is just fine. Our Gwen fortunately got out there when she did. Our Ahri is super low, getting pushed off by their Orianna. So at this point, all lanes are basically losing. Bot lanes even. Jungles virtually even. We get a kill here. We feel good in bot lane. We feel very good in bot lane. So it is still an uphill battle, though. We have a very fed Cho'Gath and an Ahri that's getting ahead mid lane. Or an Ahri that's getting behind mid lane, I should say. Excuse me. And an Orianna that's getting ahead. I decided it's best to just go back to clearing camps. I've done a couple unsuccessful ganks. I need to finish my jungle pet. So I just go back to clearing as all my camps are up. And my clear speed is pretty good right now. Cho'Gath is back to proxy farming on our Gwen. As much as I would love to help, there's only so much I can do right now. Again, I'm still not super strong. I have one item. Cho'Gath almost has two. He is very fed. He got basically 5 plates. I think he got 4. And he has 5 kills to his name. That does not help us much. Rift Herald's up. I'm coming up top to see if I can do anything. Again, our Ahri is dead, which does not help. Which means we have no mid prio. Our bot lane just died. So I'm not going to try to Rift Herald here. I am basically alone on the map. Gwen right now is virtually not a champion. She has not even one full item. So I'm going to come here mid. See if I can do anything right here. Push the Orianna off. Get a flash, which is good. Realize I can engage now that her flash is out. She flashed very early, and I get a good kill there. Very good kill. Lose her. She loses her Dark Soul stacks, and I'm able to get some more money under my belt. I'm going to come bot lane as Misfortune is very pushed up. Luckily, our Gwen just got a shutdown, which is very big. They traded, but we still got the shutdown. She still got the shutdown money. I'm coming bot side to come help. Our bot lane was able to kill her before I got down there, which was very good. Well, I would have loved an assist, obviously, but I'd rather us get the kill and not lose anybody in the process. I still have to finish my jungle items, so I go back to farming just a little bit while everything is calm. Getting some more money. I have pretty good lifesteal, as you can see, which in my eyes will do a lot down the road, given I don't just get one shot. Now I'm rotating upwards to see if we can contest Rift Herald. I had vision on the Rift Herald, so I saw that they started it. I no longer have vision on Rift Herald, which means I know they started it. I know it's lost some health, but I know it's just Wukong. It's at 3,000. I hit the eye in the back, and I Q smite, and I get the kill. I smartly wait for the clone. I stun up the real Wukong, but Cho'Gath arrives, and I have to flash. I look over this way to see if there's any chance Wukong is there, but Cho'Gath uses Shurelya's, which means he's very fast, and now he has Deadman's Plate, so he's even faster. And we see 3 down here. I'm thinking this might be a fight, but I realize my Ezreal and my Ahri are half HP. I get very low here, and I unfortunately die. Again, another time I'm dying when I didn't need to. I didn't need to go in there. My Ezreal and Ahri are both very low, half HP. The Orianna is pretty fed. The Misfortune has Bloodthirster, so which means she can heal up a lot. Our Ezreal does not. That was not a very good fight. I was pulling at strings to try to get something to work there. In the top lane, our Gwen is getting ganked a lot, or hit a lot. Again, this is a Deadman's Plate and Shurelya's. Cho'Gath. That is it. That is it. I see Misfortune's pushed up a lot. However, I saw that I can see that Wukong is on the dragon. There's not much I can do mid if my team's not going to help me. So I go, and I steal the dragon. Again, W in, Q, and then I use my smite. Good little combo. I'm able to get the reset. And now I can do damage to Wukong. And I get a good double kill. This is very big. Very big. It puts me back in the game. Back in the game. It puts me back in the lead as in jungle. So I push out mid lane. Nautilus is here. Luckily my friend Senna backs me up. Little early ult, that's alright. He's still learning Senna. We are able to get a kill on Nautilus, and I'm able to get the shutdown as well, which is also very big. I decided to use the Herald that I just stole. Place it down mid for a little bit of pressure. Get a tower. I should have waited a little bit longer. Then we would not have wasted that first charge on the first tower. But we did get the second charge. In the process, I did die, however. Unfortunately, the rest of our team was not there. It was just Senna and I, and he pushed the Herald in, which is alright. He got the second charge. I'm actually not too upset about that. And I don't believe I had a bounty yet. Let me see. Did I have a bounty? No, I didn't have a bounty yet, so it was actually not that horrible. Which is just what we needed. We don't need this Cho'Gath getting more fed. One interesting I noticed is that Cho'Gath is going magic resistance. It's not a bad thing. He's laning versus a Gwyn, obviously. Magic damage. However, Gwyn and Ahri, our two magic damage, are not fed at all this game. Both of them are very behind, which means the magic damage from these two will not be as great as they could have been, which means this will do, it'll do a lot, but it would have done more if it was a Bramble Vest for somebody like me who is fed. I decided to try to come and get mid. We get a good engage. Misfortune hits a good ult on me, so I have to ult out. Nautilus knocks us up, and I keep chasing. Obviously, we want to clean up as much as we can here. We get the Orianna as well, and they're able to clean up the Nautilus. That's 3 kills. 3 very big kills for us. Very big. My plan right now is I need to clear up, get the red buff for us. It's a little too early to do Baron. As much as I would like to do Baron, the respawn timers are not quite enough. They will be respawning almost immediately now. So, oh, I could have seen when they respawn there. Huh, I'm a ding dong, but that's alright. Apparently I'm getting a little stuffed up, so pardon me. I don't know why I've been feeling good, but I guess I'm a little stuffy today. Anywho, back to what we were talking about before. We have, let's see, Dragon up. I don't know how to see that. I don't know when to see. Whatever. Dragon will be up at some point. It should be about time for them to be coming up. Bounties are falling off, which is okay. We got good use of them, and that is a big W from Senna onto the Misfortune. And now it's time to chase again. I use the slow, use my ultimate, and we get 2 here. Now this is time to turn on the Baron. Well, not quite. I see that there's people up here. I now have to focus them. I don't want to start the Baron when there's people up here. And I saw Wukong was here, so I go to see if I can find him. And I do. Last second, I find him. Which makes this play a 4 kill. We get 4 kills in one play. Which is very, very nice. We turn onto the Baron. And we can burst this thing down. I am on my second item. I have my second item. I have Thunder Sky now. And I have Kraken. I do a heck of a lot of damage. So we get a very early Baron buff. Which is always very nice. Very early Baron buffs are nice. As long as we use them. This is a bronze game. I'll let you decide if you think we're going to use them. I now have Sterix. I am fed. I am 11, 6, and 4. 300 gold bounty. I am pretty fed. Dragon is up. I see if we can get to it. At this point, they've had plenty of time to reset and move down to Dragon. We get Misfortune low, and I get the execute on her. And I see Orianna, get the execute on her. Well, Misfortune does, but that's alright. We get the kill. We're now up. Wait, there's 2 of them. There's now 1 of them, and it's just Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is not super tanky with the build he's going. I use Wukong ability. I know my team can finish that off. I'm going to chase the Cho'Gath to see if we can find him. Again, Cho'Gath is fast. Shurelia's. Deadman's. He has the new boot that I never know the name of. Synchronized Souls that gives you lots and lots of movement speed. So I'm not able to catch him, unfortunately. But I do have a good back. And, this is where I had to take a second to go wash my hands. There was something on them. So I can just move up a little bit. We are back. It's not the most ideal thing in the world, but I had to do it. And we find Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath in the jungle. Again, look how much damage he's taken. He is not building to defend against me. He is building magic damage. He's building chase. He is not building armor. He needs to be building armor. I am the one who does the most damage on our team. By far. Looks like Cho'Gath gets away. But I hit him with my wombo. And I take over him, and look how much health I have now. However, our team on the backside is getting very, very cleaned up. We are down 2. They are up on us by 1. And they are pushing out my Ahri and my Ezreal. Ahri's got caught. She's getting low. But they're able to get out. I saw the Orianna up here. My hope is that she walks up and I can see her. Fortunately, that is not the case. And I check this bush to make sure she's not about to one-shot me with her ultimate. I push this wave out. But if I had to guess, I go for a reset here, given how low I am. Nope, I go help mid. Our team is, again, fighting mid for whatever reason. We go 1 for 1, which is good. And now I walk in very stupidly here. I'm a little overconfident at this point. However, we do get the kill, very, very luckily, and I get my reset. If I didn't get that reset, it would have been a very bad play. I'm very, very confident right now. I have 15 kills, 650 gold bounty. I'm probably pushing this wave out and then trying to go back in base and get another item, because I have lots of gold to my name. Yes, we get the tier 2 turret, which is very big. They have all the tier 2s. We have 1 tier 2, 1 tier 1. It is 6 turrets to 2. 6 towers to 2. This game is even in kills. They're ahead in gold, but it is an uphill battle and a half still. I buy my next item, Death's Dance. It's very big, and I get a little bit of cloth armor. They don't have a lot of damage on me. Misfortune is what I'm worried about the most. Orianna hasn't done too much to me. Cho'Gath's build confuses me, and I'm not very worried about him. We see Cho'Gath up here. He's getting a little called out. He's trying to run. I'm able to hit my W on him. But we are able to take him down. I think at this point in the game, Nautilus started split pushing as well. I think Nautilus goes alone a few times, which is very interesting to me. It doesn't really change much in the course of the game right here, but I just thought I'd mention it. We have some decent vision around Dragon, and as Dragon is coming up very soon, I make sure we head that way, get us blue buff for those who need it. Get us the new ward scuttle, which is pretty cool. And we are here for Dragon. This Dragon's a little more risky. It is a, well, it's a 4 on 3. Their peeps are coming up, but none of them really decide to contest. Fine. We're able to burst it down. We do lots of damage. I think at this point, I'm probably trying to get us going towards Baron. Do I think we can do it? No. But it'll force them into a fight, and right now I'm strong. If I get one reset, it's over. So I'm pinging Baron, trying to get our team to come. Unfortunately, there's 4 of us here, not our Ezreal. It's a 4. If they pull up, it's a 4 on 5. And now Cho'Gath has pulled up, so we have to kind of get off a little bit. We try to turn back, thinking the Ezreal will finally come. Nope. He takes out our Ahri, and we realize this ain't going anywhere. Again, there's no reason for our Ezreal to be where he is. None whatsoever. We needed him. We likely could have done that. It would have been a flip, yes, but I outsmited him 2 times this game. I'm not too worried about outsmiting him. We get a kill, but they are now pushing our inhibitor. I run over. I have decent movement speed. Ezreal resets. I missed my W. That's a big ult. And she pulls me away. If our Gwen hits a single ability there, I survive. Unfortunately, I go down, but it does go to Orianna. Orianna has not done much this game. She got a little fed, but she has not done much. I'm not too worried about it going on her. Again, our Gwen was right here. I was right here. She could have saved me very easily. Our Senna tried. She hit the W. She tried to hit the W. She hit a Q. And I used as much life steal as I could. But I did not have any help from a Gwen who was standing right behind me. It's unfortunate. It's moments like those in the game that turn it. But, again, we're up in kills. We're up in dragons. We have 3 Hextech dragons now. We're going to look for Soul here in a minute. Obviously, at this point, I'm frustrated with Gwen. She fed the Cho'Gath, and she has yet to do anything to help our team. Pardon me, I'm putting a cough drop on my mouth because I'm feeling a little sniffly. Not that that'll help too much, but there's nothing on the map right now. We have Baron. The dragon's up in about a minute. So I'm not trying to force anything right now. Take it easy. Farm a little bit. Get us our buffs back. So we have buffs. We see 2 of them mid lane. Our Senna's getting caught, but I think she's okay. Nope, she is very much not okay. But they did use ult. Good block by the Wukong. But I do way too much damage. He basically did nothing to me. Is a 1-for-1. Orianna very, very stupidly shows herself there. Which might lead to her demise. I'm not fully sure. Yep, I do a good job blocking her off. And I hit the W over the wall. Ari should be able to finish that out. We do see Cho'Gath coming. But look, he doesn't do anything. He does no damage to me. We're able to kill Wukong and turn right around on Cho'Gath. And as you can see, we have the hourglass next to the dragon pit, which means it is almost up. So right now I'm calling... Oh, well, actually, I called Baron. My thought process here was, my team can get dragon, I'm going to get Baron. Their Wukong is dead. Their Misfortune and Nautilus are the only 2 alive. We see Misfortune mid. I'm thinking, we get Baron, our team can get dragon. It is a very good split here. I do Baron pretty quickly. But look, we see them TP. I'm now gonna watch this go down for you. There's 2 of them, 1 Misfortune. One of them, 1 Misfortune. And that is about how this game has gone. They can't do one thing. Ezreal's back here clearing the wave. We do get Baron, but we don't get Soul. 2 of them could not kill 1 Misfortune. Gwen, a champion who has ability that blocks range damage, died to a Misfortune ult, aka range damage. I am happy we got Baron. I'm at level 18 now. First level 18 this game. I got Guardian Angel now under me. And I'm feeling good. Very easy. 1 kill. 2 kill. Go for more. 3 kill. At this point, I'm very pissed off. If I'm being quite frank. I'm annoyed. This game should have been an easy win. This game has been ours for a while now. They had a very good early game, and we've kind of been stomping them. And by we, I mean me and Senna. Unfortunately, our Ezreal has been doing things on his own, which led to a couple deaths. Our Ari and our Gwen cannot do a lot of things for themselves. Could not kill the dragon. Gwen should be good at taking dragons, which means it's just a very unfortunate thing. The reason I say Arsena, I know, yes, I am queued with him, I am friends with him, but look, he's 2, 5, and 20. He's doing what he's supposed to. He's getting assists. Unfortunately, we're not all here. A minute ago, I was pinging go forward, and we did not go forward. Our Senna went back, and our Ezreal went bot. It's not the end of the world. I should have been paying attention more. But it would have been a lot easier to push if we would have all gone mid. We could have gotten the inhib tower and inhib. Instead, two of us die. Ezreal does get bot tower, but now they're pushing mid. None of these people are competent enough to defend. I'm just hoping and praying they can hold off for 20 more seconds. Ezreal does a good job down here. He does some damage. Gwen goes in. She actually hits her ult. She flashes on Misfortune for whatever reason. And we're looking good. We're still alive. They have 2 inhibitors. We need to make sure they don't get that third, or it will become a nightmare for us. I'm up here going for this Wukong, see if I can get a pick. I don't even remember what happens here. Nope, can't get him. Yep, I tried to slow him down, and now I'm like, crap. And basically at this point, I'm like, I need help. I'm pretty sure I said to Quinn on our call, help top, help top, help top, help top. I'm like, help. But what I didn't realize is that I could 1v1 a Cho'Gath. And now it becomes a 1v2. I can 1v2 a Cho'Gath and an Orianna. I missed my first Q. Barely missed my second one. But it gives me time to catch up. And we're able to kill her. Yep. I'm full build, and I have been full build. So the only thing I can buy now is the elixirs. Unless I wanted to get rid of my boots, which I feel like boots are very important. I see our Senna needs help, and I instantly just go and execute the Misfortune. I leave the Nautilus can't really do much unless he walks down, which he does. I slow him with the Misfortune, get the kill, and turn around and go to Soul. We are now up 9 kills, 1,000 damage at 40 minutes. 40-minute game. I see that Wukong's on there, Cho'Gath's coming down. Honestly, I'm more worried about Cho'Gath. I've outsmarted the Wukong twice this game. Cho'Gath has an execute with his R. I was more worried about him. We have Soul. We have ability haste, attack speed. Viego with attack speed and ability haste. That was deadly. It looks like it's in our favor, but right now it is still an uphill battle. I'm doing my best here to put this team on my back and guide them. But as we've learned this game, they have not listened to pings very well. I've tried to help us out, call out good plays, and we get caught like this. 2 kills of misfortune. I'm able to get my reset. Does not matter one bit. Our Ezreal and our Gwen aren't there. There are super minions in our base. And they are running it down mid. At this point, my reset timer is over, or my timer is a minute. I still have 45 seconds left. I'm hoping that we can hold. I'm looking at Ezreal. He's got a blank. He's stuck in between a Cho'Gath and the rest of their team. We just need Gwen to hold on. That was not the case. This is a good game. Obviously, we did not come out on top. But it was a good game. I did my best to help this team out. It did not work out as much as I wish it did. This is a Viego video. I think I did a very good job at playing him. I talked through my bad moments, bad plays, and I talked through why I did certain things. I hope this helps if you ever decide to play Viego in the future. Hope you have a good one. Peace.